gotta give him a round of applause for that because, I mean, the whole narrative, the whole thing is that people are saying, oh, everybody's losing students, everybody's losing people. Actually, I stand corrected. I stand corrected. As of what it was the 18th, they have one person in the portal, and I'm about to show them to y'all right now. So I'll get the tab pulled up. Right here, Armani Winfield is the only guy from Baylor to enter the portal. He entered yesterday into the transfer portal. A four-star wide receiver, and that. But up until yesterday, nobody from Baylor was in the portal. I wonder why a four-star receiver would leave Baylor. And with my hypothesis, and from the information that I know about Baylor and what's going on down at Baylor, they have some kind of a quarterback thing going on down there because DeQuan Finn, being a grad student, transfer from Toledo, from Detroit, Michigan, 6'2", I think it's like 205, 210. He, like I said, he played in the MAC championship versus the last quarterback I was just talking about, Curtis Ryuk. And DeQuan Finn can ball. He can move. Um, the read option or whatever. So they're kind of having who's going to be the starting quarterback here. And that may be some uncertainty there with Armani Winfield. There was a little bit of rumblings about that. I'm just guessing. For real, like really, I'm not. I don't want y'all to quote me on that or anything. But if I had anything to guess why receivers in the portal from Baylor, I would think that's that. Who's going to be my quarterback? You know, I need to know who my quarterback is. Or and then I mean, if I'm not mistaken, also y'all, I forget to put this out here as a disclaimer too. Sometimes before I get to talking about the portal, I can't. How should I word this? When guys are in the portal, right? You have to get paid by the collective a certain amount of money to know that you're actually going to see the field. So even some people have to be, getting some kind of deal with the collective or, play to play, however you want to say it, to know that they're going to be on the depth chart for sure, like one, two, or three. So yeah, I don't know how that works. I promise you I'll do a little bit more research on it and come with a video this week explaining that because I've heard that from like several experts out there that you have to they have to get paid to know that they're playing too. So it works like that too. I know it sounds weird, but it is what it is. They got to get a certain amount of money to know that they're definitely going to see the field too. So it's weird the way it works. That's why I said contracts, 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 contracts. I don't care how they got to get it done, but it must come because that's the only way you get ahead of this. The only way. Um, yeah, I mean, I just wanted to pull up, Baylor real quick and just talk about that because I think that that's amazing. Now, I do want to check on Northwestern, so we'll check on Northwestern because I don't. Why Northwestern? Because I don't think a lot of people give them enough props, man. I don't, man. David Braun did an amazing job with Northwestern. Northwestern in 2022 um went 1-11. They were 1-11. David Braun, young new head coach, comes in and he's young, new. He don't turn over the whole roster. He keeps some of the players, goes to them, rebuilds the culture, almost with the same team that went 1-11 the year prior. David Braun takes the Northwestern Wildcats to 7-5, to a bowl game last year in which they beat Utah. And so they finished the season last year 8-5. Shout out to David Braun and Northwestern Wildcats. And a lot of people don't talk about that. I don't know if a lot of people don't know that, but that's amazing. And I mean, why I'm saying it, and it's because of the whole Colorado narrative. Like we could give them, a lot of praise if you want to, but At some point, we got to stop making excuses for him. The fact is they could have been in some games or whatever else, or however you want to put it. You know, you go from tapping the table, do you believe now, to you gotta love this dog. You gotta love this to win. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, stop giving the man excuses. They were 1-11. He decided to clean the roster. They went to 4-8. That's last year though. That's all last year. But let's not overlook the coaches who worked hard, had the same thing done, didn't make the drastic decisions, rocked out with some of the team, and went 7-5, finished 8-5 on the season, bowling and everything, and beat Utah, a team that you couldn't beat, that they couldn't beat. Now, I think if he had a chance to do it all over, I think he would have kept some of the big guys, some of the beef. That I think that's where he messed up at. Let me keep some of the beef at least here. Everything else I could build, especially if you're talking about building from the outside in. Let me keep some of these big guys because a lot of the good ones left. They did, and they started on other Power Five teams, and they did actually good too. I know for one guy that went down to Florida State from Colorado, he actually was on that line, and they was all right. So, but yeah, on the long story short, I mean, let's just give love to the coaches too. There's other coaches out here that work extremely hard, man. David Brunt up at Northwestern, 1-11, 7-5, finished off 8-5 with the Northwestern Wildcats, and I want to see what they're doing and the culture that he's building up there. So they have one player that entered a portal on the 19th, a wide receiver, Jacob Gill, and that's it. And they got Jack Bailey from Colorado, an interior offensive lineman, 3 stars. So I want to see what he does up there. A guard, center. I want to see what he do up there. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that in the Big Ten. He went from Colorado to Northwestern. I want to see if he can actually ball if things change, because places where there's a nice culture set, where there's not that mercenary type attitude, I think they're doing fairly well, and we have to pay attention to that. Another school I think was UCF. They went 1-11, and then they finished off 6-6. Now I know they're not. People could say, "Oh, UCF, they not. They're really not." No, it was the USF. I'm sorry, not UCF. USF is the school that I'm talking about. USF. Okay, and I know a lot of people say, "Oh, well, they don't, they don't play these guys or they don't play those guys," and it's like, okay, so you can say the same thing for a lot of the other guys that is on teams, but see, so I'm talking about USF. See, so they got quite a few people in the portal, more than I like to see for USF, especially by them building a culture. They got a lot of way more than I thought they would have in there. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. They got 8 people in the portal. But like I said, that's the new way of things going down there, especially in Florida. But I mean, 8 people though for a USF. I didn't think that was even possible, man, for them. I don't like that for USF. But dang, something got to be something. I don't think something working out over there, man. I don't know what's going on down there at USF, but I'll have to do some research on that because now I'm interested in seeing what's going on down there because I thought that they were moving in the right direction from a 1-11 team to now being a 6-6 team to 8 people being in the portal, in the spring portal. Even though some people like to say there's nothing but backups in the portal, but I wouldn't say that. But yeah, these kids are good, man. But look, man, I've been rocking with y'all for a little bit, man. I'm about to enjoy everything what the day brings, man. I've been up here for about an hour, 15 minutes, man. Did my hour out here. Go ahead, watch me on the replay, rewind it. Appreciate y'all coming through and supporting me, man. Make sure that y'all share the show, man. So that get some notoriety, man. Because the things that I do, I go against the grain a little bit. And people are not going to support as much, and they're going to try to strike me. So the more shares and support that I get from y'all, I highly appreciate it because I'm gonna try to be honest and keep it, keep it real and bring out the truth all the time. That's how we rock. And I'll drop some of the videos. Get out here, drop some during the week. So hit the notification bell, man. Until this weekend, y'all know what it is, man. I'm up out of here, but thank you for coming through in the morning after with no plan B, baby.
Want to see Truck and Chubby live and co-host Shad? Tune in at Fans Point of View, Saturday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3:30 p.m. Pacific Time. But in the meantime, in between time, enjoy the content. Don't forget to hit your notification bell for all updates. Thank you for watching.